Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome to the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Today, on the PlayStation 3, we are playing Outrun Arcade. This is a game that I used to play a lot. I've pulled the PS3 out again with this really battered controller to give this a go, and we're going to see whether I still have skills on this game. But first, if you choose, you can follow us on YouTube, you can follow us on Twitter, and you can follow us on TikTok. All the handles are on the screen at the moment, and every follow really helps. This is the main menu for the main game, and this game was the first time in my life I ever feared digital content. This is a game that you would purchase online from the PlayStation Store, and I remember when I purchased this I was really happy with this, but then fear set in. Sony made a statement that this game was going to be removed from the store, and this was the first time I ever saw purchased content ever being removed. And it's then that I realised we actually don't own the content that we have. No. We rent the content, and we are really into this world at the moment. Physical copies do not exist in the way they were before, and this makes me really worried that we don't have a way to back up our owned data. So look after your hard drives, look after your systems, because when the data's gone, it truly is gone. So we have a few options here. We've got single player, we've got multiplayer. There is only one gentleman, and look, he's got a different icon above him today. He's holding a steering wheel. We've got scoreboards and help and options. We're going to go straight into the single player, and we have a choice to select cars, and this online arcade version was absolutely phenomenal. Look at all the different Ferrari cars that it gave you. You've got such a wide selection of them. Yes, they're all automatic and they're all manual. You can play them pretty much the same way, but this is a really pretty game to have a look at. I did enjoy this game. I was fairly good at this game, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick the traditional looking Ferrari here, the F50, I think, at least for the first go. I don't know how many goes we're going to have. It depends how long and how much I survive on the first time round. So we're hitting start to go into the game, and we're going to do automatic transmission. With me playing, you basically want to have the least available options, the least available buttons for me to push. So yeah, that's the best way. Automatic is always the best way. So where are we now? We've got outrun mode, hard attack mode, time attack mode, outrun mode, 15 continuous course, and time attack mode with 15 continuous course. I don't remember what these two are, but I do know what outrun mode is. So we can go straight into that now and listen to this music. We've got Splash Wave, Magical Sound Shower, Passing Breeze, Risky Ride, Shiny World, Night Flight, Life Was a Bore, and Random. So I can't make up my mind, so we're going to have random for this. And the game is now loading, and just look how pretty this is when it comes up. As I say, this is still classed as a retro game. It is an old game, you know, it's been around for a long period of time. And here we go. Here we go, racing. I paused for a moment. I thought, hang on a minute, this isn't automatic, this is manual. And then fortunately it wasn't. It was automatic. So here we are coming up to the enemies, and this is Outrun that you know and love, but Outrun on a much prettier scale. When I first got this on the PlayStation 3, I was so impressed with it. I hadn't seen it in the arcade, and you know, I don't know whether it actually really was an arcade game in terms of it came out in the arcades, or it was an arcade just for the home consoles back then. But you know, just such a lovely game to have a look at. I'm deliberately doing that drift. I think drift is the right word. I'm too old to be doing drifts, and if I was going to take the missus, and she doesn't like to be called the missus on video, she told me this, so if I was going to take the missus to Tesco's, she would be very upset if I went on my way there I was doing drifts around the roundabouts and stuff like that. She will probably say that I drive with, oh, look at those little birdies. She'll probably say that I drive with enough road rage as it is, so you know, drifting is not permitted from her point of view, but we can do drifting in this. But the graphics here, the graphics are absolutely gorgeous, and you know, you would expect this as you move from, and I'm bouncing off things trying to overtake this rival. You would expect this as you move effectively up the generations in the consoles. You know, we've played PlayStation 1 stuff that can be recreated on the Mr. FPGA, but we've not really done, you know, anything beyond that. The Mr. FPGA will, at some point in the future, be able to do the Sega Saturn as well. That core is being worked on. But yeah, there's a lot of games that we've not done on the PlayStation 2 and obviously the PlayStation 3, and I do consider those fall okay into the Retros channel. And for those of you that, you know, follow around, you know I love Fortnite as well, and you know once in a while I'll do Fortnite videos. Fortnite is an interesting game. You know, it doesn't appeal to everybody, but remember, I grew up in days of old. I grew up in days of past, and I want to call out a couple of games here. And we had Quake, we had Unreal Tournament 2004, and those games were very much like Fortnite. Yes, you didn't have the battle royale on the scale that you had, and Quake took itself a little bit more serious because, you know, it was very, very gloomy and effectively a successor to Doom here, and Doom was a great game as well. But you know, those games, you know, were basically deathmatch type games, and all Unreal is, sorry, not all Unreal, all Tournament, not Tournament, yeah, Unreal Tournament. I lost my words and crashed at the time, so I put my teeth in, engage my brain. All Fortnite is basically Unreal Tournament that, you know, is on a much bigger scale, and the map is a whole bloody island. And the videos that I do, it automatically does the recordings for you, so I actually capture two recordings, two different views that you have there, and it works out quite well. But as I say, that's one of the newer games I play, but I do, and that they never get many views, but I do think games like this, I do think, you know, your PlayStation 3 stuff, your PlayStation 2 and your PlayStation 1 is suitable fodder for this channel. Not all the time, not every time, I completely get that, but sometimes we can have the odd videos, and that's fine. I am doing okay at this, but you know what, you could argue that I'm bouncing along the track. You know, this should be played a lot better than what I'm doing at the moment without continually clipping walls. I don't know whether I'm going to, yes, I just made that. You know, effectively I should be dead here. This has been a little bit generous in allowing me to bounce off the walls the way it does, but you know, this is an arcade game, and you know, I love the way that when you do some of the maneuvers, she fist pumps the air and little hearts come out of her head. There's a heart attack mode here where you've got to keep her happy by getting hearts as we pass all the advertising that's in the game. So, fun game, and was bitterly disappointed when Sony removed this from the store. You know, fortunately it still works. Fortunately it's, oh damn it, fortunately it's on my PlayStation right now with my battered controller. But, you know, this is one of the things that when it's gone, it's gone. Yes, you can go down the road of, you know, maybe modifying your old controller, your old console to put these back. But you know, I don't think I've really got the ability to be able to do that. I remember my soldering skills destroying many things in the past, and you know, when the PlayStation's gone, it's gone. But how did I do? We got to stage 4. Okay, and on this game, if you keep turning left, you effectively go down the easy route, and it shows us the course map that we did here. So the continue left turns is easy, and I did okay for picking it up for the first time in a very long time. You know, could have been better, but you know, that's okay. I'll take that. So we're now going to do single player again. Hit the right button, and we are going to pick this Ferrari here. We're going to go automatic again, and we're going to try heart attack mode. So actually, let's go back a little bit, and we're going to try heart attack mode. So try to get as many hearts as possible by meeting your girlfriend's demands. Alright, so I think for this one we're going to do Passing Breeze. You know, I need a nice calm tune to help me through this game. So nice shiny car there, and the setup is pretty much exactly the same as we had before, and I can't remember how she gives you demands. I can't remember exactly how that's shown. Alright, so yep, she wants us to keep passing cars and not bouncing into the barrier. Alright, so we should see some hearts when we pass cars. Yeah, there we go. So the little speech bubble on the right hand side tells her what is making her happy. And if you notice, in this mode the cars are different colours. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying not to crash. Oh, I did it. Oh, and then the cars disappear. Alright, so I'd completely forgotten that this is what happens in the game, that you're not racing the regular cars. You've basically got, you know, things that you need to do here on the track. Yep, that kept her happy. Bounced around, AAA rating. So you're not doing the regular stuff that you would normally expect to be doing. But look at those emojis, she's happy. I think part of the reason I don't remember this mode too much is, you know, I probably didn't like it. You know, I'm doing okay on it, but I probably didn't like it because, you know, you're too busy focusing on these little tasks that you've got. So try not to crash. Okay, that is not going to be easy for me. So aim for the gaps. Aim for the gaps. Oh, can I get those gaps? Oh, no. Oh, damn it. Damn it. It was aim for the gaps, and that didn't go well at all. Get to an end. Rank C. All I had to do was get between that lorry and that car, navigate the corner, and then that would have been okay. So we're collecting coins now at the moment. That was easy. Don't know how you could have collected them all. I suppose if you could drive a perfect line down the middle of them. So drifting is alright. Drifting is easy to do on this controller. This is actually probably the one of the few games that I'm actually okay. And look at that, I'm a coward. I'm an absolute coward. I went the wrong way. Well, I went the right way where I wanted to go, but I went the wrong way. I'm an absolute coward. I took the easy route. So, gentlemen, on the next choice, the next time we get a choice, you know, we must show that we're not a complete coward. Show that we're not going to take the easy route every single time, and we're going to effectively head right. Okay, we've got some rainbows to drive under. Oh, missed them. So another game that I've got that I absolutely love on the PlayStation 3, and it was a driving game again, strangely enough, and it was called Blur. Now Blur is a very futuristic looking game here, but you're going to think I'm all off my stupid little head here, but it's a futuristic game with great graphics, awesome graphics actually, and it plays just like Mario Kart, a brutal version of Mario Kart. The graphics are far better than Mario Kart because it's not because you're on a PlayStation system. That was nearly insulting to Nintendo, but it's because you're on a really good system. Oh, go right, I promise I'll go right, and we're going to go right. Yeah, you're on a really good system with that, but that is a brutal hard game. I might give that a go actually at some point, but yeah, you're going to see me enjoy myself. You're going to see me turn into Mr. Potty Mouth. You thought I swear enough as it is when I get irritated and wound up about the stupid things that I do here. But by God, I will be Mr. Potty Mouth. And look at this. Look at those lights in the sky. This is meant to be, and it's clearly not, but I think it's meant to be Las Vegas here. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, I've had the pleasure of going there twice. And my God, what an amazing city. But if you ever go there, make sure that you go to Fremont Street. Fremont is the old part of Las Vegas, and the old part of Las Vegas it's very run down. It's a bit dodgy, and you go there late at night, but the shows they have, the spectacles they have going on and everything, it's an outdoor experience, and they've got this giant ceiling which is basically a completely digital ceiling. So imagine the street that we're driving through here now that's actually indoors but a pedestrian walkway only that goes on for quite a long way. You know, it's probably half a mile, you know, in size, and they've got video displays on the ceiling, they've got action on the ceiling, they've got music, they've got a zip wire that goes the length of Fremont Street. You know, if you want to do something that's not video related, take a look at Fremont Street on YouTube, have a look at some of the videos that you see, and you know, it truly is an amazing place. So this is time over, this is game over, and we did well, and she's not very happy with me. Look at that disappointed look. So you know, rank C, she's clearly going to get a new boyfriend after that, but we are going to give it one more go. I do want to play one more go of this. Yeah, I love this game, this is fun, and having pulled this out, you know, I'm going to be playing this way too much now. I think obviously not recording it because, you know, this is the record of me playing for what we do now, but I will be playing this again. So again, this is Outrun arcade, and if you've got an old PS3 and you've got a copy of this game on it, you know, you bought this game, you know, you're in for a treat. I don't know, as I say, if it ever had a physical release or anything else like that, but lovely game, and if you've got a chance to be able to play it in fact, if you've got a chance to be able to play it one way or another, go for it. It's absolutely cracking. So we're going to do Outrun mode again. We're going to do the first mode that we did, we're going to do Splash Wave because we all know what that is, and we're not going to take the easy route all the way. Let's try and show a little bit of different scenery. So we have a different car, different scenery, and I wonder whether your girlfriend is wearing something a bit different here as well. This car always looks a bit stocky to me, you know, it looks a bit stubby at the back, but you know what, if I owned one, I would be a lucky man. So 87 seconds to go, little bit of overtaking, get caught in the slipstream. I don't know in games whether slipstream ever really helps too much, you know, you get caught in it, and what am I doing, huh? I'm trying not to crash. You get caught in it, but I don't know whether it does anything any good, you know, whether it really does help speed things up a little bit. You know, it just seems to be one of those things that pop up to annoy you on the screen. And why am I drifting here? Because I want to try and do a perfect corner, and look at that fist pumping going on, and there is the rival. These rivals I need to be overtaking a little bit better, you know, I haven't been doing it too much. Oh, I'm going to stay on the right, and our rival is a coward. The rival is the coward because they've taken the easy way. Although I'm caught up on the hard shoulder there, going through the leaves, which isn't helping. Little birdies flying across the screen again, and overtaking some more cars. You know, this feels like my drive to work in, you know, obviously more expensive cars where laws are just optional here. You know, I have lots of motorway bits that I need to be going down when I go to work. Not for very long, just very, very short stretches. But, you know, there has to sometimes be a bit of aggressive driving going on because there's way too many people, you know, who are just doodling about. Don't drive on the motorways with focus. Don't drive on the motorways with speed. Now, I'm not advocating bad driving at all. Oh, no. But you know what? If there's a gap and the motorway is moving... Oh, just concentrate here. Yeah, if there's a gap and the motorway is moving at a decent speed, you know, don't slow it down. Don't almost come to a stop before you pull into that gap. You make life hard for everything else. And some of the poor lorry drivers that I've seen on my way to work that are struggling because you've got people that seem to think that 50 miles an hour is okay to be driving on the motorway when the rest of the motorway is driving at 70 miles an hour. You know, they've pulled off the hard shoulder, they're stuck in the left-hand lane, and they don't possibly want to go any further. You know, I get frustrated when I drive on these roads. You know, I get a little bit irritated, but I'm really surprised that, you know, lorry drivers, you know, just do not lose their shit totally. Full credit to those guys and girls that drive lorries, like the lorry we're just passing now. I don't think I could do this, and I've not been on this. I don't recall I've been on this track before with the way it winds. I'm loving the contour of the road here. Look at this. This is really nice. And look how pretty and look how windy this is. You know, I'm blessed that I'm in a position where I can, you know, capture this game. I can capture these video recordings for you. I do hope you enjoy them. As I say, if this isn't the kind of game that you're expecting, remember, you know, this is over a decade old. This game is over a decade old, so technically it is still a retro game. I don't know whether there's an official word for retro on where you would put retro and say, yep, you know, if it's got to be this, it's got to be that, it's going to be retro. But that fits the counter for me. And if you look, while I've been focusing, while I've been driving, I've got two rivals in front of me. We have gone the hard way again, so we're effectively on stage D at the moment now. Need to get past these little buggers, get a bonus, and see what D has for us. But we're taking the hard route at every single angle, so this is a little bit woody here. And oh god, and look at this drifting. I've got to try, and I'm not, oh god, I'm bouncing off everything here. So this drifting, I need to time very carefully, go around here, and yeah, don't oversteer. Good, we just made that, and it just gives us another one. So lorry drivers, beware, I will overtake you. I will not be these people that drive on motorways at 50 miles an hour just to see whether you could test your brakes and test your patience. So round this corner here. Ooh. Come on, I need a checkpoint. Have I got a checkpoint coming up? I don't know whether I have it, and that time is looking a little bit low for my liking. I've got no... Oh, damn it. Well, it took us a while before we crashed, but you know what? It was eventually coming. Please be a... No, it's not a checkpoint. It's not a checkpoint. Ah, time over. So, I did pretty good on that. I'm really pleased with my performance. You know, I'm getting slapped over the head by the young lady that's very angry with me now. But at least we took the hard route. You know, at least we tried our best to get through this. So, this is game over. And I'm the gentleman, and this is the Gentleman's Pixel Club. This has been a slightly different video from normal. I do hope you've enjoyed it. You know, we're here to have fun, we're here to play video games, and I'm here to show you things that you may not have seen. So, you know, I hope this appealed to you. If it doesn't, I apologise. If it does, absolutely fantastic. Alright, so I'm going to say goodbye, take care, and good night. You stay safe, you look after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Good night.
Would you like to play again?
Hello there, just a quick word from me. If you're subscribed to this channel, thank you very much. Honestly, it means the world to me and the world to Outrun that I'm holding. Outrun would like all of you to be subscribers to this channel. And if you are this far through the video and you haven't subscribed, but you feel that I have earned your subscription through the content that you've seen so far, please consider subscribing. It makes me happy, it makes Outrun happy. And when Outrun's happy, everybody's happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Take care. Goodbye.